Time is most easily measured by the sky. For thousands of years, tracking the rotation of stars across a dark horizon was the only way to log the exact passage of the night. But if you step away from the open air and descend deep underground, the stars disappear. Down here, in a sealed subterranean space, observing the sky is impossible. This is the interior of an ancient Egyptian tomb. The walls and structural pillars are covered in elaborate paintings and inscriptions designed to guide the deceased through the afterlife. Hidden among these decorations, often applied to royal ceilings or the interior of wooden coffin lids, is a complex matrix of stars and symbols. It appears to be a 12-hour nighttime clock, yet it was placed in pitch blackness, locked inside a box where the sky could never be seen. Originating around 2100 BCE, archaeologists identify this artifact as a diagonal star table. This grid presents a dual purpose. It functions as a coordinate system for tracking time across a shifting sky, and as an esoteric guide for navigating the realm of the dead. To understand the spiritual power of this artifact, we must first reverse engineer the ancient mathematics that make it work. We must leave the tomb and return to the mechanics of the open sky. Ancient Egyptian astronomers divided the night sky into a sequence of 36 specific star patterns, or asterisms, positioned along the ecliptic path. These are the 36 decans. To track them, astronomers looked for one specific observational trigger on the eastern horizon just before sunrise. This diagram shows a heliacal rising. It is the crucial moment when a particular Decan star makes its first visible appearance on the eastern horizon, just before the sunrise washes out the night sky. A heliacal rising event marks the beginning of a 10-day Egyptian week. These 36 clusters map out a complete circle of time. By tracking their appearance, the Egyptians anchored their calendar directly to the physical cosmos. The math of the calendar was precise. 36 decans multiplied by their 10-day active periods equals 360 days. To complete the solar year, 5 extra epigomenal days were added at the end. Each of these intercalary days was governed by a distinct deity, believed to have been born on that respective day. Tracking these heliacal risings allowed the Egyptians to build an ironclad civil calendar, anchored to the motion of the stars. This calendar system is the engine behind the star table, but here the data is laid out as a mathematical spreadsheet rather than a circle. The grid is built on 2 axes. There are 36 vertical columns and 12 horizontal rows. The 36 columns correspond to the 36 consecutive 10-day weeks of the Egyptian year. The 12 rows represent the 12 hours of nighttime darkness. During a typical night, 12 different Decan stars rise sequentially on the eastern horizon. Each newly rising decan signals the passage of exactly 1 nighttime hour. However, this clock faces a major mechanical complication: seasonal drift. As the Earth orbits the Sun, the stars appear to shift slightly each night. After 10 days, the star that defined the first hour of the night shifts entirely out of its viewing window. To maintain accuracy, the next consecutive Decan star must step up and take over the first hour slot. Reading the table accounts for this shift. To find the current hour, you move 1 column to the right for the new week and 1 row down for the board. The diagonal movement is a mathematical correction for Earth's orbit, ensuring a stable 12-hour night throughout the year. The Egyptians viewed these asterisms as living, divine entities. These specific stars were viewed as actual manifestations of the gods. Sirius, known as Isis, was the supreme star. Its heliacal rising physically signaled the life-giving Nile flood. Orion, or Osiris, was her celestial companion, dominating the southern sky. When a new decan appeared every 10 days, its corresponding god took the celestial throne to govern that week. During the night, the passage of time was personified by 12 different goddesses, one for each hour of darkness. Astronomer priests tracked these stars to ensure temple rituals were timed to the correct ruling deity. For the dead, the star table acted as a survival map, allowing the soul to chart the shifting divine landscape of the underworld and identify their protector for each hour. The star table was a tool for navigating the ever-shifting environment of the heavens. we return to the physical coffin lid in the pitch-black tomb. The artifact is the intersection where raw astronomical observation merges with magical belief. This 36-decan mechanism directly birthed the modern 24-hour day that still governs our world. Even centuries later, when these star clocks fell out of sync with actual time, the decanal gods remained vital magical talismans, decorating royal tombs well into the Greco-Roman period. Whether timing rituals for the living or guiding the dead through the dark, the 36 decans provided ancient Egypt with an unbreakable coordinate system for time, space, and the eternal journey of the soul.